A shocking request is coming from your soulmate. Heaven wants you prepared. My beloved child, don't skip, because what is about to unfold is not an ordinary message, and it is not arriving by accident. A moment is quietly moving toward you that has been forming behind the scenes for far longer than you realize. Something huge is waiting for you, but before it reaches your hands, your heart must be ready to recognize it. Your soulmate is carrying a request so unexpected that even they never imagined they would one day speak those words. Right now, they are standing at the edge of a decision that has kept them awake through silent nights. They replay conversations that never happened, imagine futures that feel just out of reach, and wonder whether you will understand what they are finally ready to reveal. Stay till the end, because the first sign may appear in the most ordinary moment of your day, yet it will carry extraordinary meaning. A simple message, an unexpected encounter, or a familiar name appearing again could become the doorway to something you have secretly waited for. What makes this different is that this request is not built on fear, pressure, or confusion. It is built on truth that has taken a long time to rise to the surface. The silence between you has not been empty. It has been preparing something that neither of you could have forced before the right time arrived. Don't skip, because every second of this message is leading toward a revelation that could completely change how you see everything that has happened until now. There is something your soulmate has hidden, not because they wish to keep you in darkness, but because they feared the weight of their own emotions. They have carried questions that no one else could answer. They searched for certainty in places where certainty could never be found. Yet every path they followed somehow pointed back toward you. Strange coincidences have surrounded them lately. Familiar dreams have returned. Memories they believed were forgotten suddenly feel alive again. They have started noticing patterns that refuse to disappear, almost as if life itself keeps reminding them that one conversation can no longer be delayed. Stay till the end, because what they are preparing to ask is bigger than a simple conversation. It is a request that will require courage from both sides. Something huge is waiting for you, and before those words are finally spoken, invisible pieces are falling perfectly into place. You may already feel that something around your life has quietly shifted. Perhaps your intuition has become stronger. Perhaps you keep thinking about someone without understanding why. Those feelings are not meaningless. They are gentle signals telling you that a chapter is moving closer than ever before. Your soulmate is no longer running from what they feel. Instead, they are slowly walking toward the truth, even though they know it may change everything they once believed was possible. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything becomes even more surprising. The request that is coming is not only about love. It is about trust, timing, and a future that neither of you has fully imagined yet. Your soulmate has reached a moment where pretending no longer feels safe. They understand that silence can sometimes create greater distance than honesty ever could. That realization has become impossible for them to ignore. Don't skip, because the next few days may bring small clues that seem unrelated at first, but together they will begin forming one powerful picture. A door that seemed permanently closed may suddenly feel slightly open. An unexpected opportunity could appear exactly when you least expect it. A conversation you almost ignored may carry the answer you have quietly searched for. Stay till the end, because the greatest surprise has not been revealed yet. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soulmate is standing only a few steps away from making the request that could rewrite both of your stories forever. The only question left is whether you will recognize the moment when it finally arrives, because when it does, nothing about your journey will ever feel the same again. A quiet turning point is now approaching faster than either of you expected. Don't skip, because the next part of this journey carries the reason your soulmate has waited so long before making this shocking request. They have replayed countless possibilities in their mind, wondering whether the timing would ever feel perfect. Then something unexpected happened. A single realization changed everything. They finally understood that waiting for a perfect moment only creates more distance, while speaking from the heart creates possibility. Something huge is waiting for you, and that possibility is becoming stronger every passing day. Your soulmate has begun letting go of old fears that once convinced them to remain silent. They are no longer asking themselves, "What if I fail?" Instead, they have started asking, "What if I lose the chance forever?" That one question has transformed the way they see your connection. They now notice reminders of you in places they never expected. Familiar songs seem different. Random conversations somehow mention the same emotions they have been hiding. Even ordinary days suddenly feel filled with signs pushing them toward one unavoidable decision. Stay till the end, because the request they are preparing is not impulsive. It has been shaped by every lesson, every disappointment, every unanswered question, and every hope they refuse to abandon. The closer they move toward you, the stronger their confidence becomes. They are beginning to believe that what once felt impossible is finally becoming real. Every delay has quietly prepared both of you for a moment that carries far greater meaning than either of you could have understood months ago. What seemed like distance was actually preparation. What looked like silence was quietly building the courage needed for the truth to finally step into the light. Imagine the moment when your soulmate finally decides there is nothing left to hide. Their heartbeat races, their thoughts become louder than ever, and every excuse they once depended on suddenly disappears. They realize that honesty is no longer a risk, it is the only path forward. Don't skip, because this is where the story becomes impossible to predict. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soulmate is beginning to picture a future where both of you are no longer separated by hesitation. They are imagining conversations that heal old misunderstandings, smiles that replace long periods of uncertainty, and moments that feel strangely familiar, as though they were always meant to happen. There is still one final barrier standing between you, but even that barrier has started to weaken. The fear of rejection is slowly losing its power because hope has become stronger than doubt. Your soulmate is no longer focused on what could go wrong. Instead, they are focused on what could finally go right if they gather enough courage to speak. Every passing sunrise feels like another opportunity. Every quiet evening reminds them that life is too short to leave the most important words unspoken. Stay till the end, because when they finally reach out, their request will not simply ask for your attention, it will invite you to step into a completely different future than the one you expected. The answer you give, even through your attitude and your energy, may shape everything that follows from that moment onward. Now the final piece of today's message arrives, and it may be the most surprising of all. Your soulmate is not preparing this request because someone told them to. They are preparing it because their own heart can no longer remain divided between fear and truth. They have discovered that real connections cannot grow inside silence forever. They must eventually be expressed with honesty, patience, and courage. Something huge is waiting for you, and the countdown has already begun, even if you cannot yet see it. Don't skip, because the next stage will reveal why certain delays happened exactly when they did and why every unexpected detour has been guiding both of you toward the same destination. The moment your soulmate finally speaks, many confusing pieces from the past will suddenly make sense. You will begin to understand why certain doors closed, why certain people quietly drifted away, and why your path continued moving forward despite every setback. None of it was meaningless. Every experience has been preparing both of you for a conversation that carries the power to transform uncertainty into clarity. Stay till the end of this journey, because what is coming next is not just another emotional moment. It is the beginning of a revelation that your soulmate has carried deep inside for far too long, and when those long-hidden words are finally spoken, the future waiting on the other side may be greater than either of you has ever dared to imagine. Everything begins to accelerate from this point forward. Don't skip, because the silence surrounding your soulmate is no longer a sign of distance. It is the final calm before something extraordinary is revealed. They have reached a place where every attempt to ignore their feelings only makes those feelings stronger. They wake up with your memory already on their mind and end each day wondering if they have waited too long. Something huge is waiting for you, and even though you cannot see it yet, your soulmate has already started preparing for the conversation that will change everything. They have rewritten their words over and over, imagining how to explain everything they never had the courage to say. They know this request will surprise you because it is not something they ever thought they would ask. It comes from a heart that has finally grown tired of pretending to be unaffected. Every delay has taught them the value of honesty. Every disappointment has shown them what truly matters. The future they once imagined without certainty now has one clear direction, and that direction keeps leading back to you. Stay till the end, because what happens next is connected to a moment you may almost overlook. A simple notification, an unexpected conversation, or a familiar face appearing at the right time could become the beginning of the answer you've been waiting for. The story is no longer moving in circles. It is moving toward a destination that has been quietly prepared through every challenge both of you have faced. What once looked like coincidence is beginning to reveal itself as perfect timing, and your soulmate can no longer deny the pull that keeps bringing them closer to the truth. There is another secret they have never shared with anyone. While the outside world believes they are confident and completely in control, inside they have been carrying one unanswered question: will you still believe in this connection after everything that has happened? That single thought has followed them through quiet mornings and restless nights. Don't skip, because this hidden struggle explains why their upcoming request carries so much emotional weight. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not only about hearing unexpected words. It is about witnessing a completely different version of your soulmate. The walls they built to protect themselves are beginning to fall one by one. They no longer want to hide behind pride or uncertainty. Instead, they want to stand before you with complete honesty, even if their voice trembles for a moment. They have realized that the greatest risk is not speaking from the heart, the greatest risk is remaining silent forever. Every memory of you has become stronger instead of fading away. Every lesson from the past has quietly shaped them into someone ready to make a bold decision. Stay till the end, because the request they are preparing is not asking you to change who you are. It is asking whether both of you are ready to stop letting fear decide your future. The answer to that question carries more power than either of you can imagine, and once those words are spoken, there will be no turning back to the life that existed before. Now pay close attention, because the next revelation changes the entire meaning of this journey. Your soulmate has begun clearing space in their life for something they once believed was impossible. Old doubts are fading. Unfinished chapters are quietly closing. New opportunities are appearing in ways that seem almost unbelievable, and every one of them points toward the same destination. Something huge is waiting for you, and the countdown has already begun even if no clock can measure it. Don't skip, because the moment of truth is drawing closer than ever before. Soon your soulmate will stop asking themselves whether they should reach out and begin asking only one question: how? That single change of mindset is the spark that transforms dreams into reality. The request they are preparing will carry hope, vulnerability, and a future they are finally brave enough to imagine. It will not sound ordinary because it comes from a place that has been tested by time, strengthened by patience, and guided by genuine emotion. Stay till the end, because the biggest surprise has not arrived yet. There is one final piece your soulmate has not revealed, one truth so unexpected that it has the power to make every confusing moment from the past suddenly make sense. When that hidden truth finally comes into the light, you will realize this was never just another story. It was the beginning of a once-in-a-lifetime turning point that neither of you will ever forget. The moment you have been unknowingly preparing for is now closer than ever. Don't skip, because this is where everything begins to connect. Your soulmate has reached a point where every excuse has lost its strength. They can no longer convince themselves that time alone will solve everything. Instead, they have started taking small, quiet steps toward the future they truly want. Something huge is waiting for you, and each step they take carries more confidence than the last. They have begun letting go of the fear that once controlled every decision. The voice inside them keeps repeating that some opportunities only appear once in a lifetime, and this is one of them. Every unexpected delay, every unanswered question, and every emotional challenge has slowly transformed into preparation. Stay till the end, because the request they are about to make is unlike anything you have imagined. It will come with honesty instead of uncertainty, with courage instead of hesitation, and with a promise that their heart is no longer willing to hide behind silence. They have realized that the greatest miracle is not finding the right words, it is finally finding the courage to speak them. A remarkable shift is already taking place behind the scenes. Your soulmate has started noticing that the people, places, and situations around them are changing in unexpected ways. Conversations suddenly lead them to think about you. Random moments bring back memories they believed had disappeared forever. Even the smallest details now seem to carry deeper meaning. Don't skip, because these changes are preparing the path for the shocking request that has been building for so long. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soulmate can feel it becoming more real every single day. They are no longer asking whether they should move forward, they are planning how they will finally do it. The confidence growing inside them is stronger than the fear that once held them back. Their heart is becoming louder than their doubts, and that changes everything. Stay till the end, because the next chapter of this story will reveal why every twist, every delay, and every unexpected turn happened exactly when it did. What once looked like confusion is beginning to reveal itself as perfect preparation for the future that is now unfolding. Now comes the revelation that your soulmate has been carrying in complete silence. The request they are preparing is not simply about reconnecting, it is about building something that can no longer be postponed. They want to know whether you are willing to step into a future where honesty replaces uncertainty and where hope becomes stronger than fear. Don't skip, because the moment this request finally reaches you, it may arrive in a way you never expected. Something huge is waiting for you, and the surprise will not be in how loudly it appears, but in how naturally everything suddenly falls into place. The answers you have searched for will begin revealing themselves one by one, and the confusion that once surrounded your journey will slowly disappear. Stay till the end, because the greatest revelation has still been carefully hidden. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that will not only change their life but could completely transform yours as well. When the next piece of this story unfolds, you will finally understand why every step of your journey has been leading to this extraordinary moment. The final distance between you and this life-changing moment is becoming smaller with every passing day. Don't skip, because what your soulmate is about to do has never felt more certain than it does now. For so long, they believed that silence was protecting both of you, but they have finally realized that silence has only delayed the future they truly desire. Something huge is waiting for you, and the signs are becoming impossible to ignore. They have stopped asking whether destiny will create another opportunity because they understand that opportunities are meant to be embraced, not endlessly postponed. Every emotion they buried has returned stronger than before. Every memory they tried to leave behind now reminds them of the connection they can no longer deny. They have reached a moment where pretending everything is normal feels impossible. Their heart keeps leading them toward one decision, one conversation, and one request that has the power to reshape everything. Stay till the end, because the truth hidden inside this request is far greater than anyone expects. It is not simply about expressing emotions. It is about choosing a future over fear, courage over hesitation, and hope over uncertainty. The chapter that seemed delayed is finally preparing to open, and when it does, both of you will understand why every unexpected twist happened exactly the way it did. What once appeared to be separation was quietly becoming preparation. What looked like unanswered waiting was actually building the strength needed for a connection that can finally stand on honesty instead of doubt. The moment is no longer a distant possibility, it is becoming an approaching reality. Your soulmate has now reached the point where there is no comfort left in hiding their feelings. They understand that the greatest opportunities in life often arrive disguised as moments that demand courage. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soulmate has already begun making quiet decisions that move them closer to you. They are clearing away old fears, releasing old disappointments, and refusing to let yesterday control tomorrow. They have started imagining what life could become if both of you finally stop allowing uncertainty to write the story. Every unexpected coincidence has strengthened their confidence. Every reminder of you has become impossible to ignore. Even when they try to focus on other things, their thoughts continue returning to the same destination. They no longer see this connection as a dream that may never happen. They now see it as a future worth fighting for with complete honesty. Stay till the end, because the request they are preparing will carry more